Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the beginning of the week. It's your girl, Rhonda, financial coach, investment advisor, all things financial, entrepreneurial, money related. That would be me. Hey, 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 hey. So today we got this topic that I also enjoy talking about. When you think you know. So, funny story. So I said I wanted to change my income. I don't want to make a couple, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. That's cool. That's good. That's great. But I decided I was going to take a leap. I want to make $30,000 a month. Right. Hey. Now let me talk to the Christians for a second because when we get to church and we get to the, Christian community and we tell God something like that, we want to make $30,000. We woohoo, high five, yay. Boom, boom, shakalaka, laka, boom. Okay, great. Let me tell you, when you decide that you want something else other than what you have right now, it will require, y'all ready for this? Change. Okay, so you said, I know that. So if you go from, say, $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month, you can just expect that you're going to have to work a little bit differently. I'm not even going to say harder. I'm going to say differently. You may be required to do a few more things, and most people would say off the bat, well, I'm ready for that because I want this 30K. Boom, boom. Just wait, because wait for it is coming, okay? So it's easy to say, well, if I have to take more phone calls, I'm good with that. Okay, so you got to take more phone calls. You got to cash more checks. These are all the things we expect to happen when we go from, say, $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month. All right. So let me give you my story, okay? When I say change. And here's where when you think you know comes into play. So when you think you know, you are the most dangerous. Do you know why? It's because nobody can tell you anything different. And that is directly from heaven, right? The Lord gave me that a few years ago, and I was like, oh, clutch my pearls. Oh my God, right. Because when you think you know something, you're not listening to anybody else on anything else. Nothing. Why is that important to moving your income from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month? Well, because you may think that you're going to have to answer more emails or maybe make more phone calls, this or that, but you're not really thinking about what this may truly require. Okay? So I'm going to share a story, right? Okay. So here's what I mean when I say you think you know. We all have thoughts that are ours, that make up who we are. And I'm going to give you a few of mine. And I had to make a list so I could remember them, right? So number one for me is I don't typically take phone calls from strangers. Everybody, you see the phone, it don't pop up in your phone. I'm not taking that. First thing. Second thing, I told y'all yesterday, I don't know if you saw the post, but it was what's your financial type? Well, I'm the financial hoarder, right? I'm the chick, money goes in the bank, don't come out. So that's my financial type. I don't spend a whole lot of money on stuff, okay? I will spend, but I've got to contemplate. We got to pray. We got to talk to the Lord. We're going to take a few weeks to think that thing through, and then we're going to have to get right in the sha-na-na-na-na, right? And then I'll spend the money. And that's anything over $20, okay? All right. $20, I'll spontaneously spend 10. Oh, okay, fine. Other than that, we're thinking, okay? So now you got the financial hoarder that's in play. Now, being a financial hoarder also means that I don't really spend a whole lot of money on my business or investing in my business. I just take that in for a minute. Okay, fine. I'm moving on. Okay. So I already said I don't spend spontaneously. Don't spend on the business. And I also don't buy list. So I'm an investment advisor, and how do you find clients? You buy lists, you knock on doors, make phone calls, you do what you got to do. But I'm not the list buying girl because I don't want to buy a list that somebody's already sold. And then I call the person and they're like, you're the fifth person that called me. I don't do that. So I don't buy a list. Well, then how are you going to get new clients and make this $30,000? How you going to do that? Okay, we're coming. So Charlie is always photobombing. I'm sorry, but he doing his thing. So here's some challenges. And this is back to going from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month, and you have to make some changes. So I get a phone call. I answer the call. It's from a person that I don't know, but I took the call. Number one, that's change. Number one. Two, it's a salesperson. Now, I typically have a serious aversion to salespeople. I'm a sales girl. I'm on the phone. I got to make calls, but I have an aversion to salespeople. Why? Because I think I know. And I don't want you selling me nothing. Because whatever I got, I know what I need, and I don't need you telling me. So I have an aversion to salespeople. So I don't typically take sales calls. And even if I do take the sales call, I'm going to be a little bit rude. What do you want? Get to it. No, thank you very much. I appreciate it if you take me off your list. That's me, okay? So I get this phone call. It's unsolicited. It happens to be a sales call. The sales call is about buying a list. I just told y'all my things about this is my belief system. Don't buy lists, don't take sales calls. Okay, so now the girl who is talking to me about this list, I'm a little interested, right? Not a lot, a little bit. And I give her up and down the country, right? You got to bring it, because I'm like, well, what do you want? Get to it. How much is it? Blah, blah, She stays with me. I make an appointment to talk to the sales guy because she won't tell me how much it costs. And I'm looking for the cost because I'm going to write down to the bottom line. Told y'all about my money, right? So what is it going to cost? She doesn't give it to me. She tells me instead I have to talk to someone else. Now I got a second call. And this time I have to make an appointment. Now you into my time. What? I do it. I get on the phone and I'm talking to this guy, and he gives me a really, really, really good sales pitch. And it makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. And so he encourages me, offers me to buy this list program. And I say yes, but right now my desk is very full. Give me 2 weeks and then I will, definitely sign up. Now, first of all, this is not a $20 program. It's not a $40 program. We're talking several $100s, okay? And I tell him 2 weeks, and he doesn't take no for an answer. He says, well, listen, if you do it now, I'll knock off $100. And I'm like, ooh, because I'm counting my money, financial hoarder, right? I get to keep more. So this makes sense for me. Yes. And I appreciate what he did because it made me go ahead and move faster, even though I got stuff on my desk. Okay, so I'm getting to the point. I know it's a long story, but stay with me. So here's what I had to overcome. I had to overcome what I think I know. I don't like salespeople. I don't take sales. I don't take phone calls from people I don't know. I don't this. I don't that. I don't blah, blah, blah. And every single one of these 5 things I did, I didn't do them this time. The investment that I'm going to make into this new program is phenomenal. And I will probably get my money back very, very fast. So back to what you think you know. If I were currently making $30,000 a month, then I could say with confidence, I'm not going to do these things. But because that's not where my income level is right now, I can't with confidence say that these things that I've already sworn off, whatever reason, that they won't bring me what it is I'm trying to get to. Okay. So back to sort of my Christian friends sometimes, that we believe sometimes as Christians that we can say to God, I want this. And because God is the God of impossibilities and possibilities, and if we say it, we can have it, you gotta change something. Because the reason you're not where you want to be is because you're not doing some of the things you need to be doing to get where you want to be. So while it's easy to think about taking more phone calls, maybe making a few more emails, what are those core beliefs that you're holding, that you have, that's holding you back? Because those are the things you think you already know. I think I already know that I can't benefit from some sales guy calling me on the phone, somebody I don't know. That's what I believe. But my belief was proven to be wrong because I took a phone call from somebody that I didn't know that could also possibly benefit me and get me to where I'm trying to get to. So my message today is think about, and even as I coach people, and I still coach people, sometimes I coach them, I don't charge them. I know I'm gonna do better, but it's because my heart is so big to help people get where they really want to be. And sometimes we're in our own way because we think we know, and we have so much pride and arrogance about what it is we think we know. Even something simple like, I'm not taking phone calls from people I don't know. How arrogant. Maybe somebody calling you to give you whatever that thing is you want, like a lead list that will give you exactly what you're trying to get to. Now, I can get into some detail on this lead list, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to go into the little sales pitch for that. I'm simply making my point that is sometimes our core beliefs or those one-off beliefs will hinder us from getting where we're trying to get to because we're so busy protecting what we think we know that we're not willing to open our minds and hearts to things that we don't know to experience to see if it really will work. So here's my message. Stop knowing what you think you know. Put a question mark in there. Question if what you think you know is really right for where you are now. Maybe it was right 10 years ago or 2 years ago or 6 weeks ago, but today it just ain't right. What if what you saying you think you know that works for you don't really work as well as you think it works? And this can apply all across the board. Relationships, you know, that man type you like, but every time you connect with that kind of man, it's always a problem. Maybe it's something about the type. Maybe, it's something. So I'm suggesting that you open your horizons and challenge the things that you think you know that are so common, they're so normal. I'm telling you, a phone call, that's simple. I don't like salespeople. I'm sorry. I don't like sales pitches. I don't like to be sold to. You know why? Because I like to be in control of my own life. I don't like anybody telling me what I think I need to do. Well, if I knew how to make $30,000 a month, I'd already be there. Blink. And that one we can, do the smoking thing too. Okay. So the challenge today is, for those things that you think you know, maybe you want to question if you really know them and challenge yourself to do things that you haven't done to get a result that you haven't gotten before. And that is very cliche-ish, but when you stop to think about all of the things that you do because you think you know what you're doing with your life and what you want, maybe there's room to change some things, to bring in some new stuff that you've been trying to get in for a long time. Okay? So that's what I got to talk about today, is what you think you know. Maybe you don't know it as well as you think, or maybe you need to change what you think you know. So yeah, that will be it for me today. I'm out. Peace again. This is Rhonda, and I am the financial coach. Click like and click share. Y'all share my video. I'm trying to get some people to some information. So y'all kind of click and share and let some more people hear some of this stuff if it works for you, right? And even if you think it's somebody that ought to hear it, click and share. All right. Deuces. Y'all have a good one. I am out today and appreciate you.